welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you a couple of Dollar Tree Christmas decor DIYs that you can create at home, and these are all super quick and easy to make, so make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the video and give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more DIY and home decor projects, and let's go ahead and get started. In the first project, I created a garland using a pack of wooden bell shapes from the Dollar Tree, some twine rope, and wooden beads. I started by removing the bells from the packaging and laying them flat on one side. Next, I painted all the pieces with some gold acrylic paint and let them dry for about 15 minutes. You'll see that I end up painting the other side later on, so if you decide to recreate this project, paint both sides first before proceeding to the next steps. Anyways, once the paint was completely dry, I started threading the twine rope through the first bell, followed by 5 wooden beads. I used 2 small, 2 medium, and 1 large wooden bead between each bell shape to create the garland. You can totally customize this part by using more or less smaller or larger beads to fit the aesthetic you're going for. Also, I got this variety pack of beads a while back from Michael's for only $5, and it's lasted me through a couple of projects so far. I continued this process until the last wooden bell shape was on twine rope. This is the part where I went back and painted the other side of all the pieces too, and as you can see, it was much harder than if I had just done it in the beginning. In the next step, I cut small red berries off of a berry garland that I also got from the dollar store and started gluing them on the wooden bells. I just wanted to add a pop of color to this garland and thought these were perfect as they were the right size and also looked like a bow on the bell shapes. I repeated this until all the bells had 2 small red berries attached on the top. I tied a knot at the 2 ends of the garland to prevent the pieces from falling off, and that completed this first Dollar Tree Christmas decor DIY. I love the minimal boho look of this garland, and I think it's the perfect small addition to any Christmas decoration. For the second project, I used a round metal wreath ring, a red checkered ribbon, and a couple of gold bells that I got from the dollar store to create a small wreath for Christmas. These small wreath rings come in a pack of 2, but I only used one of them for this project. To start off, I wrapped a ribbon around the wreath to where the 2 ends of the ribbon would overlap on the back of the ring. I then cut that measured piece with my scissors. I used the first ribbon piece to cut out a few more of the same size, enough to be able to cover the wreath form. Next, I went ahead and wrapped the ribbon pieces around the wreath and secured them on the back with small amounts of hot glue. I repeated this process around the entire wreath, and every time I slightly overlapped the ribbon pieces to make sure none of the metal ring is going to show through in the end. Also, I made sure to protect my hands and fingers while doing so, since the ribbon is so thin and hot glue can actually burn the skin. I used the gold berry garland, similar to the one in the last project, to wrap it around the ribbon wreath. I wanted to add dimension and texture to the wreath while keeping it simple and minimal. I secured one end of the garland on the back of the wreath with some hot glue and then simply wrapped it around the ring twice. After the second round, I cut the excess off and hot glued the other end to the back as well. In the next step, I used the leftover berry garland to attach 3 gold decorative bells to the wreath. I used small dabs of hot glue in the end to make sure everything is set in place. Finally, I created a loop with the berry garland on top of the wreath so it can actually be hung on a wall or a door. That finished off this second Dollar Tree Christmas Decor DIY, and I really like how this small red and gold wreath came out. I think it's perfect for decorating in a small bedroom or even a bathroom, just to carry the festive vibes throughout the space. In the third project, I created a decorative bowl using a ripped plastic bowl, a piece of foam, and some ribbon from the dollar store. You can pick up any bowl for this project, but I really gravitated towards this one because I thought the rip pattern on it will make this piece look more interesting in the end. Anyways, I removed the label and used a mix of E6000 and hot glue to attach the white foam disc to the bottom of the bowl. I held it in place for about a minute to make sure everything is secure in place. I then took the piece outside and gave it 2 full coats of gold spray paint. I spray painted one side, let it dry for about 45 minutes, turned it upside down and spray painted the other side as well. I then let everything set for a couple of hours. After the spray paint was dry, I brought the bowl back inside and wrapped this really cute red and gold ribbon around the bottom foam piece. I honestly can't believe this ribbon is from the Dollar Tree because it looks expensive and it feels really good quality. I also wanted to tie in the color palette to the previous projects in this video, so this worked out perfectly. That's it for this third Dollar Tree Christmas Decor DIY, and I'm really happy with how this modern yet festive decorative bowl turned out. This would be perfect style on a side table with some potpourri or ornaments inside for the holidays. For the bonus DIY in this video, I created 2 simple ornaments using clear ornaments and tinsel pom-poms from the Dollar Tree. I used a round clear ornament and 2 packs of different size pom-poms for the first project. I removed the top of the ornament and filled it in with both size pom-poms at random until it was full. And yep, that's literally it for the first bonus DIY that took 2 minutes to make. For the second project, I used a clear tree ornament, some white yarn, and the same pom-poms from before. I secured one end of the yarn to the top of the ornament with some hot glue and then started wrapping it around the ornament horizontally. As I went down, I used hot glue only in a few spots as needed to prevent the ribbon from sliding down. I repeated the process until I got to the bottom of the tree ornament. I then cut and secured the end of the ribbon to the bottom of the ornament with some more hot glue. Next, I used a few of the pom-poms and randomly glued them on the ornament so they kind of resemble ornaments on a Christmas tree. That's it for the second bonus DIY, and this one took less than 10 minutes to make. I think both of these ornaments came out really cute and they were super simple and quick to create. I hope that you enjoyed these Dollar Tree Christmas Decor DIYs and try to recreate some of them for yourself this holiday season. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video.